What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this episode of Customs with Vic. This month, we're taking things to the next level. I'm finally starting my new journey in the world of recon. This is something I've been wanting to do for several years now, and I finally have the opportunity to make it happen. If you guys don't know what the word recon is, it's another word for making shoes from scratch. Pretty much what we're gonna do is make a whole Jordan 1 from raw materials. I'm diving into new territory here. This stuff that I'm about to get into is very hard. It takes years of practice to fully nail down perfectly. I'm just excited to finally get this journey started. Ever since I started working at Reshoevn8r 6 years ago, Steve, the CEO of Reshoevn8r, has been very supportive of me since day one. Now I want to show my appreciation towards him for everything he's done for me by making this first Jordan 1 just for him. Right now we're about to head over to the conference room with Julian, our graphic designer, and Steve to design this Jordan 1 build. Let's go.
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. Good. So, talk to me what you guys come up with after our last meeting. I know we kind of went over what I was looking for, low top one. So
yeah.
What do you got?
Well, we got a few ideas. So I know originally we were going to do a Jordan 1 high, but we picked your brain. You rather do a Travis Scott low. I'm with it. So we got a few different colorways. Well, Julian actually did. We got a shattered backboard version, a nice UNC low top version, Chicago. Personally, this one right here is my favorite. It's kind of like a Travis Scott mixed with Jordan 1 Mocha. I don't know. What do you think, man?
I mean, I like them all.
Yeah, I think they're all pretty clean.
My least favorite would be this, just because I never wear orange and they're just gonna sit there like the other shattered backboards. I really like the reverse Nike logo that they did for Travis Scott. The reverse Nike swoosh looks better than the real Nike swoosh, so I'm feeling that for sure. I'm more of a neutral tone guy, I think. So just because I can wear it with more, so I think that this is the one that I like more. But I think they look pretty dope.
I mean, these are classic colorways, but you know that's going to cause a lot of heads to turn.
And this is going to be a wearable shoe.
Fully wearable, made from scratch. We're going to go out there to Tanya's Leather, pick up different materials. Okay. So that's the next step in this. We got the colorway down for the most part. I'm guessing we're going to go with a nice black, a cream white, a brown, but let's talk about materials now, because we could do anything. If you want this shoe to be all Python, it could be Python. I don't think we should go Python.
All right, let's clean this up. You already have some stuff here. So you're thinking the suede swoosh?
I'm thinking suede for the swoosh.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. R8. I see. We won't tell people what that is.
It's gonna be a special logo that's gonna be on that bag.
Totally up to you, but since it's gonna be a nice clean shoe that you want to kind of wear every day, nice clean colorway, I'm thinking, for sure suede on the swoosh.
Okay. And
then for the black, white, and brown, keep it straight up, a nice premium Italian leather, nothing too over the top. We can save that for number 2. Mm-hmm. But since this shoe is already nice and clean, I just think some nice premium materials will set it off nicely.
Okay.
And then the inside will probably be lambskin, some nice quality soft leather.
Okay.
That when you put your foot inside, it just slips right in. I'm thinking for the tongue, we use like a straight up original Nike patch from the Travis Scott. So we're not going to be taking it off, but I know a guy that could get us some patches for the tongue.
Okay.
So I'm thinking really Mocha Jordan 1, Travis Scott colorway, combine it into a Jordan 1 low.
Okay, yeah, I love it. And you're sure this is your first shoe from start to finish from scratch? I'm not gonna wear this once, it's gonna fall apart.
No, sir.
Okay.
You come back and I'll give you back your money.
Okay, sounds like a
if that happens, then we know somebody that can restore them as well.
Okay, well, good point. I love the idea. The Mochas and the Travis Scotts are some of my favorite releases as of lately. So I think that's gonna be awesome. Really excited to see these things turn out. Love what you guys have done here. Forward to it.
Let's do it. All right, guys, we are back from designing the Jordan 1 with Steve and Julian over there in the conference room. This is what we came up with. I am super excited for this project. Originally, I was gonna do a Jordan 1 high, but after that meeting, everything changed. We're actually gonna be doing a Jordan 1 low Travis Scott with this awesome colorway. It's kind of a hybrid between the Mocha Jordan 1 highs and the Travis Scott highs, combined to a Travis Scott low. I love the colorway, I'm stoked about it, but we gotta scavenge all these materials to make this project happen. We're gonna need a Jordan 1 donor, of course, for the soles. Steve's a size 11, so I'm gonna have to get on eBay and find that. We're also gonna need some Nike tags for the tongues, some black leather, white creamish leather, brown leather, black lambskin for the sock liner, and suede for the swoosh. This is all stuff that I could find at my local leather store called Tanya's, which is down the street. We're gonna head over there now and find all this stuff. What's going on, guys? We're here at Tanny's Leather. We're looking for some brown leather, black, off-white, and some suede. There's a lot of stuff here, so let's start looking. This stuff right here is really nice, but it's a little too thick for what we're looking for. We're looking for something more in between the 3 and 4 ounce. I really like this piece right here. It has that distressed look. It's not exactly what we're looking for, but it might be cool for a different project. I think I found my first piece. This is perfect for the swoosh. This one's it. This one's perfect. We just need one more now. This one right here is really beautiful, but I'm looking for something leather. This one right here is nubuck. Let's keep looking. There we go. Got all 4. We're back in the studio, you guys. Shopping at Tanny's was so much fun. They have so many tools, machines, leather. I could be there all day shopping around. Ultimately though, this is what I picked out. We got this nice, beautiful premium brown leather. Same thing with this off-white leather, black leather. This right here is probably my favorite from the bunch. This is called lambskin black leather. This is super soft, you guys. This is 1 ounce, and this is gonna be for the sock liners of the shoe. This is so soft. And over here, we got our suede. This is gonna be for the swoosh, of course. Again, nice premium soft suede. All in all, this cost me about 400 bucks. Obviously, this is a lot of material. We're not gonna use every inch of it for this one Jordan 1 build. I'll definitely have a lot of leftover stuff for future builds. Big shout out to Tanny's Leather for coming through with all this leather and tools. And for the tools, this is everything you need to build a shoe. We'll start over here. Double-sided tape. Very needed to stick 2 parts of leather, such as the swoosh and the quarter panel, together before you start sewing. If you don't do this part during the sewing process, the swoosh is gonna move around and it's gonna look very janky. Next, we have our Sharpie and heat removable pens. We have red, blue, white, and black. These are awesome for when you're tracing out your patterns on leather. Once you're done tracing them out, you can remove the pens using a heat gun. And then the Sharpies for other materials such as the foam, the lasting board, and heel stiffener. Then we have our seam ripper. This is awesome for ripping out little stitches if needed. Our lighter to burn any loose threads. This tool is awesome, it's one of my favorites. This is a hole puncher. It has different sizes. You pretty much use this to create the holes on the toe box or the lace holes. A hammer for the lasting process for when you're doing the nails. A sewing gauze and a scratch awl. The sewing gauze is to stitch the soles back onto the uppers of the shoe. This helps with that process. Moving on to our thread, we have white and brown. I have tons of other colors over there on the side. For these, I use the size 69. This is what I've been recommended from everybody that does shoemaking. This stuff works great. I bought this off Amazon for about 8 bucks. Over here, we got our 3M Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive glue. This is the same stuff pretty much as the double-sided tape. You wanna apply this to your parts before you start sewing so it stays together during the sewing process. You got barge all-purpose cement. This is when you're gluing your soles back onto the uppers. Lasting pliers. This is for the lasting process as well, for when you're pulling the leather back onto the last. You always need an X-Acto knife for any type of cutting. A skiving tool. This is for when you're trying to thin out the leather. When you're stacking leather on top of each other, sometimes it needs to be thinned out. This is where this comes in. Leather scissors. We got some bigger ones and some smaller ones for smaller detailed projects. They're both good quality and they're both from Tanny's. Next, we have our steel folder, similar to a bone folder, except it's made out of metal. All you use this for is to remove the donors off the uppers without damaging them. Nails for the lasting process. And lastly, we got our lasting pole to remove the last off the shoe when it's completely done. And lastly, one of the more important things you need to build a Jordan 1 is the last and the patterns. You can't build any shoe without the patterns. Right here, we got some acrylic patterns from the man Exile Studios. This guy has the best patterns and last in the market. Pretty much, it's an acrylic template to build a Jordan 1. You got your collars, your eye stays, your heel panel, your liner, quarter panel, mud guard, toe box. You get the picture. This is everything you need to build a Jordan 1. And lastly, we got the last. The lasts are very important. Once the shoe's all built, you put the shoe around the last, and that's what gives it its form. He was also really cool to hook me up with these brass stamps in case I needed them for the leather. I probably won't use them for this project, but I'll use them for the next one. For the patterns and lasts, these are for a 1985 size 9 Jordan 1. This is for a personal project. He also sent me some lasts and pattern for the Travis Scott lows that I'll be using for my next project. Big shout out to Exotic Studios. Check out his website. He has all the patterns and sizes and whatever you need. There you have it, YouTube. That's everything you need to build a shoe. Now, most importantly, I'm gonna need a teacher to teach me this process. So I went ahead and brought my friend Tyler from Lace Up Customs to teach me how to make shoes.
Hey guys, I'm Tyler from Lace Up Customs. I'm gonna be teaching Vic how to make his own Air Jordan 1 from stitching, cut the materials out, and lasting it up to have a final product. If you wanna learn this process, check out my website, laceupcustoms.com, to make your own Jordan. Now, are you ready to make a Jordan?
Dude, I'm ready.
Let's do it.